Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Yes, I am in a little travel here, and I'm trying to get as little as possible from the peaceful around me. And I'll be gone for a few days on a little mission, and I have a few articles for you. The first one, Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin held a phone conversation and they agreed to meet in Budapest. I will give you details on that one. Donald Trump says that he can't really give Tomahawk missiles to Ukraine because we need them too. That's another one. Donald Trump assures the world that there will be no World War III. Zelensky is currently in the United States of America, and supposedly Tomahawk missiles are on the table in the discussions on today, Friday, 17th of October 2025. Also, John Bolton, the former imbecile, the mustache man, the war guy, he was indicted by a grand jury for mismanaging secret documents. Well, I hope he gets to jail, just so you know. I hope he never comes out of that. But I don't think so. The interest behind him, who support him, is not. They're not going to allow that. United States of America is in a trade war with China, and Donald Trump wants to destroy Hamas for Israel. All these things, not necessarily that order. I will start with the trade war. An article from Russia Today, and it says on the 16th of October, U.S. in trade war with China. The two countries are sparring over Beijing's rare earth export controls. The U.S. and China are effectively in a trade war. President Donald Trump has said, "We're portraying tariffs on Beijing's imports as vital to national security." Speaking to reporters on Wednesday, when asked if a failure to reach a trade deal with China, Xi Jinping would mean a prolonged trade war, Trump replied, "Well, you are in one now. We have 100% tariff. If we didn't have tariffs, we would be exposed as being a nothing. Tariffs are a very important tool for our defense, for our national security." Okay, so everybody else can think the same way, no? Yeah, I think so. Well, just to add something here, United States of America, when is hurt, includes everybody. We're all the Western civilization, whatever, he includes it. But when it's the interest, it's only this guy's interest. Why? Because according to the Telegraph, China has the world in a 1 trillion chokehold. No, China has the United States of America in a chokehold, not the not the world. But this is what they do. Like, it's like in a business. When your boss wants you to do something not really kosher and per policy, he said, "Come on, man, do it. Come on, man, you can do it. It's fine. We're friends." When you wanna ask him for a day off or something like that, he's gonna say, "Man, I can't, man. I mean, it's per policy, you know. When it's about you asking him something, it's policy. When he asks you, we're friends, you know. All right. So that's with the trade war. Yes, they are. Next one, Donald Trump. This is what he posted on. I think it's Truth Social. If Hamas continues to kill people in Gaza, which was not the deal, we will have no choice. We will have no choice but to go in and kill them. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Now, I don't know, maybe I'm a baboon in this one, which I know I'm not, but I don't remember these evil guys of Gaza, the Hamas, doing anything to the Americans. I know they have a problem with the Israelis over there for obvious reasons. So since when we pick the hot potato for other country? Oh, since we are their vassals. You got it? All right. So some destroy, and we're supposed to go and clean up now. Now, if you think that's national security, no, it's not. But hey, you can believe whatever you want. This is America after all, right? Next, ex-Trump advisor John Bolton charged with mishandling secret documents. The FBI accused the former official of transmitting classified information using personal online accounts. But he's an imbecile. I mean, he's a mustache man, 1,000 years old. What do you expect right there? But I still want to see him in prison if guilty. All right? Let me go and get more information on this imbecile, because I know I have a few articles ready. And then we're going to go to Putin and Trump phone call, and then we're going to go to a meeting in Budapest. According to ABC News, 17th of October, former Trump advisor John Bolton indicted on classified documents charges. Grand jury indicts John Bolton in classified documents investigation. Got it? This is the baboon right there. I hope he never comes out. All right. Former Trump national security advisor. You might wonder, why did Trump appointed him? Was indicted by a grand jury Thursday on charges that he allegedly unlawfully transmitted and retained classified documents. ABC News and this article, they're very professional, as they should be. And you realize that by how they actually use with allegedly unlawfully transmitted and retained classified, allegedly. Instead of doing what they do with Putin. He's a war criminal right there. Not convicted, but hey, he is, because they say so. The indictment, handed up by a federal grand jury in Maryland, charges Bolton with 8 counts of unlawful transmission of national defense information, as well as 10 counts of unlawful retention of national defense information. Prosecutors accuse Bolton of using a non-governmental personal email account and messaging application to transmit at least 8 documents to unauthorized individuals that contain information classified at levels ranging from secret to top secret. He's toast, basically, and I'm so happy about it. I gotta tell you. Right? Now let's go to Putin and Trump meeting, and then Tomahawks and the World War III. Putin and Trump hold phone call. This is on the 16th of October. The conversation has taken place amid heightened tensions between Moscow and Washington over possible U.S. deliveries of Tomahawk missiles to Ukraine. This is according to Russia Today. They did not mention who called whom. So he says Russian President Vladimir Putin held a phone call with his U.S. counterpart Donald Trump on Thursday, Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov had confirmed. Trump has taken to his Truth social platform some 40 minutes prior to the Russian confirmation to announce that he was engaged in an ongoing and lengthy call with Putin. The discussion between the two leaders comes amid escalating tension between Moscow and Washington over Trump's suggestion he could provide long-range Tomahawk missiles capable of striking deep into Russia to Ukraine ahead of his planned meeting with Zelensky on Friday. So, the phone call marks the first contact between Putin and Trump since they met in person in Anchorage, Alaska in mid-August. Moscow has indicated that since the summit there has been a noticeable winding down of communication. All right, not finished, but it's still alive. All right, they discussed, and let's see what the Ukrainians say about it. And then we're gonna go right here. According to New Voice of Ukraine, Trump announces another Putin meeting after a phone call. Voila. They are the two baboons over there on the branch. After a quote-unquote productive conversation with Russian dictator, but Zelensky is not a dictator, Vladimir Putin on October 16th, Trump announced plans to a face-to-face meeting with the dictator in Budapest. The summit will be prepared at the highest level meeting on U.S. and Russian officials next week. According to the president, next week. At the conclusion of the call, we agreed that there will be a meeting of our higher level advisors next week, Trump wrote on his Truth Social. United States initial meetings will be led by Secretary of State Rubio together with various other people to be designated. All right. He says he then announced a meeting with Putin in Budapest to discuss a potential peace settlement in the Russia-Ukraine war. So obviously the Russians got them and said, you know what, we're not going to talk to the Ukrainians. So it's been you. It's always been you. So let's cut the middleman, the Zelensky and Baboonsteins all over there, and talk to you. You're the guy, actually, you, NATO, and you are NATO. And it says here, Donald Trump, and I'm quoting, President Putin and I will then meet in an agreed upon location, Budapest, Hungary, to see if we can bring this inglorious war between Russia and Ukraine to an end. So, out. Ukrainian President Zelensky and I will be meeting tomorrow in the Oval Office, where we will discuss my conversation with Putin and much more. I believe great progress was made with today's telephone conversation. Excellent, excellent. Very good. And let me go to the Russians. And the Russians say, according to Sputnik, Putin-Trump meeting expected within 2 weeks or so. 2 weeks or so. That's according to this. I would say within 2 weeks or so, pretty quick, he said. Very good, very good. And Orban is very, very happy about it. Let me show you the last one on this one. Last one on this one. Actually, there's no more on this one. Let's go to Trump, who doesn't want sanctions on Russia. According to Ukrainska Pravda, Trump says not perfect timing to impose new sanctions on Russia. This is Friday, October 17th, 2025. US President Donald Trump has said that now is not the best time to impose new sanctions against Russia, as it could complicate or even derail his planned meeting with Russian leader Vladimir Putin. Right? I'm not against anything. I'm just saying it may not be perfect timing. I wonder why. And Trump says Ukraine war will not lead to the World War III. That means we will not send Tomahawks because the Russians said they're going to nuke us. All right, so it seems like clear. US President Trump has stated he will not allow the war in Ukraine to escalate into a global conflict. I came into this situation, I didn't start a war. This is a Biden deal. And I came into it and it was a mess. It could have led to World War III. In my opinion, this could have led to World War III. That won't happen, he emphasized. Okay, well, good, excellent. Very good for you. Very good. There are other forces, obviously, who want World War III, but a controlled World War III. They want a conventional World War III, possibly just the West jabbing Russia, and Russia not being able to uppercut or anything the West. As has been in Ukraine, for instance. They want to be able to strike, but not strike back. Only the scare with the little drones, see how much created in Europe. Germany announced it will invest 10 billion euros next year in drones, military drones. I mean, starting now, I guess. They allocate 10 billion. Can you imagine Rheinmetall and other baboons, how much money they make? Yeah, you're going to have jobs. With what resources? With what energy? You need cheap energy from Russia. No, you're going to get expensive energy from America, and you're going to make the American industrial complex fatter and the banking system fatter, because you are have an economy that is not really in a profit. It's almost in a stagflation. So we'll see. Nevertheless, these guys are ready for war. Zelensky is going to come to the White House. He's going to try to fondle Donald Trump's balls all the time, and we'll see if that works. Or Trump already made up his mind regarding Tomahawk missiles. The Russians explained clearly, if you do that, this is what's going to happen. Well, I hope that the Russians and the Americans will meet, and they will divide again the world into spheres of influence, and we have diversity is our strength. Otherwise, we're going to have one dictator, one global government, so-called, and you're not going to have diversity. You're not going to have choices, like in America, the free world. Well, my friend, here it is. I will make some videos probably tomorrow. Probably this is going to be the only video, since I'm going to be traveling. I'm tired as hell. But hey, I got to do what I got to do. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.